Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the DeFi enthusiast here. Welcome to the channel, guys. Um, so today we have a big announcement for Drip. So on the 25th of May, Drip Drop Draw's announcement should be out during the AMA on the 25th, and I think a week later we're going to start seeing the release of Drip Drop Draw. Now, what is Drip Drop Draw? I already covered it in a previous video. I'm going to leave a link to that at the end of this video as well. And this is going to be very bullish for Drip. As you can see, in fact, this week we had gone down all the way to 22 cents again, and now the buying pressure is back on Drip. Now it's back at around 29 cents, which is great. People are interested. There's buying pressure coming in because once Drip Draw comes out, there's more utility for Drip. The new UI, the developments on the new UI are going to be made, and obviously this is going to be very positive for the animal farm as well. So once all this happens, Drip Drop Draw, is going to allow a lot of burning of the Drip token supply as well, which is of course bullish for Drip in all aspects. So if you guys were in the, let's say we go to the farms, right? And so yeah, there we are. If you were staking your Drip BUSD liquidity pool tokens, to earn either dogs, you'd be earning dogs if you're staking your Drip BUSD to earn dogs, and then you can put those dogs in the dog pound to earn pigs. And Animal Farm is the best yield farm in the DeFi space right now. It's robust, it's effective. It still has a lot of healthy TVL as compared to many others, and keep in mind, we covered in the last update video, we covered the fiat on ramp system that has come onto the Animal Farm as well, where you can now buy dogs and pigs from a range of different cryptos as well as your debit or credit cards. And Google Pay and Apple Pay options are there as well. With everything happening, especially with this Drip Drop Draw announcement coming out, I see a lot of bullishness for Drip, probably in the beginning week of June. I do believe, again, none of this is financial advice. Anything can happen, but in my view, if there is excitement in the ecosystem, naturally things should start to go up. So, like I've been reiterating for some time now, that these kind of prices are not going to be around for too long, guys. Could it go lower? I don't have a crystal ball to tell you, if it can go lower. But what I can tell you is that what I believe, due to the tokenomics and the entire ecosystem's bullishness and the developments that are taking place in this ecosystem, I do believe that we're going to see a much higher price for Drip. And I think these prices are a steal even right now. Of course, if you bought in a few days ago, you already made some profit. If you bought in at 22 cents, and as the AMA is coming out, there's more excitement. People are buying up Drip, and that is great news for everybody. And as you know, I'm a long-term bull on this entire ecosystem. I have got 2 wallets now, with Drip. I reached max payout with this one, and I'm just accumulating now. And I'm going to be adding a bit more of Drip into my second wallet, and then I'm just going to be accumulating. And then I'll see what I do with it at the right time. As the price appreciates, that's going to be good news for me as an investor. And as I've told you in the past, Drip paid most of my bills since I got into it around 2 years ago, and I've been very fortunate that Drip has been there, during uncertain times for me, and it was absolutely the best investment that I made in the crypto space. I am not going to even sugarcoat it, and I'm not sponsored by Forex Shark or the animal or anybody from Drip or from from anyone. These are just my personal experiences, my personal opinions, and obviously as Drip Drop Draw takes place, Piggy Plinko is going to be coming out as well. The games, we already talked about that in the previous video. I'm going to leave a link to that as to what Piggy Plinko can bring to the animal farm. The animal farm could potentially become the next stake.com, the decentralized version of stake.com. We talked about that in the previous video. And all of it is bullish. If Animal Farm does well, Drip does well. If Drip does well, Animal Farm does well. It's all interrelated. It's all correlated. It's all connected together, So I'm very, very happy to say that we're going in the right direction. As Forex Shark is one of the best developers in the space. He takes his sweet time. The Drip AMA is on the 25th of May, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. EST stands for Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to catch that AMA, you should. I think there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff. There's going to be an announcement about the release of the Drip Drop Draw. And Drip Drop Draw is going to bring a lot of attention back to Drip. So all of you guys who have been holding Drip or compounding or hydrating, I think, your patience is going to pay off. And obviously, you can make your Drip work for you as well. You can always go to the animal farm. You can go to the farms, and you can obviously, create a liquidity pool token between Drip and your BUSD, as in stablecoin, half Drip, half BUSD. So let's say if you have $100 worth of Drip, that means you would need $100 worth of BUSD to create an LP token. So half, okay? It's directly proportionate. If you have like $1,000, let's say you had just $1,000 and you were like, hey man, what do I do? So you're not going to buy $1,000 worth of Drip. What you're going to do is you're going to buy 500 BUSD, and you're going to buy 500 Drip. And then you're obviously going to submit that into the liquidity pool. And of course, in order to do that, you can literally go to the liquidity section here, go to Drip Liberation. Okay. This takes you directly here, and let this load, guys, and then we'll talk about this. So you can go here and you can liberate Drip. You can put any funds, and it'll automatically convert half between Drip and BUSD for you. And it's going to create the liquidity pool token for you, and then put it in your wallet, and then you can go back here and you can enter that amount, as in click on max, and there you go. We're all set. You're going to start earning dogs, and then once you're earning dogs, you can start putting them into the dog pound to be earning pigs, and you can claim pigs. And I believe these kind of prices for pigs are also temporary. I do believe that pigs, in my opinion, again, not financial advice, in the long run, pig is easily going to be above $100, and then that is being very conservative, guys. I think it's going to be much, much more than that. Probably an easy 10x from here, could even do 100x. With the goals of what Forex Shark has in plans for the animal farm, making it the decentralized version of stake.com, a decentralized version of that. I think it's going to be amazing. There's going to be so much money coming into this ecosystem, especially since we're entering the DeFi summer phase. In DeFi summer, people are just going to be looking for great places to park their money, to make more money, so that they can accumulate their solid crypto projects for the next upcoming bull run. Now, if you guys want to stay ahead of the game, guys, I highly recommend our Patreon. And why do I say that, guys? So in our private group, guys, we gave propchain to our followers many, many months ago. Okay, but as you know, we launched our Patreon just like recently, and I did a write up on this gem, which is propchain, for RWAs, gem number 1, and this, had you guys, if you guys were in our private group, or if you had joined our Patreon a few days back, if you were in our private group before the Patreon, you guys would have made a 5x right off the gate. If you got in to the Patreon and you invested in propchain right off the gate, you would have at least made a 2 to 3x. As you can see, guys, the market cap right now is 205.93 million for propchain right off the gate, guys. Now, why is this happening? Because we have been in this space for some time now. We know the space. We know how the market works. We know how everything takes place. We do the research. Propchain is a solid project. You can read all about it. In our in our private Patreon. In our Patreon group, I did an extensive article on it, as you can see. And right off the gate, guys, you guys would have made at least a 2x. If you guys got in today, if you guys were following us from before, our private followers, private investors that are with us. Since they got that alpha months ago before we even launched our Patreon, they would have at least made a 5x right off the gate because the pre-sale price was much cheaper. And of course, the IDO price was much cheaper as well. But even if you got in right now, when it came out a few hours back, you would have at least made a 2x, which is great. So if you had $1,000, that would have been $2,000. If you would have doubled your money. If you had 10,000, you would have doubled your money, right? 20,000. If you had 500, 1,000. If you had $100 to put in, 200. In traditional markets, guys, a 2x, okay, is like it takes a few years for people to achieve that. In crypto, this is a normal thing, but it's only with solid projects, with gems, 2x, 10x, 50x, 100x, and we know those gems. This is only one RWA asset that I've given. I've given so many more. If you guys join the Patreon, you'll find all that alpha, and we'll be posting a lot more alpha, throughout this year, the next year, 2025, and we're gonna make this an evergreen thing. And how much is it going to cost you? It's just going to cost you a price of one lunch in the month. That is it. A price of one lunch in the month, and you could be, 2xing, 10xing, 20xing, 100xing your money. Now, none of this is financial advice, but we've been in this space. We saw the COVID crash. We saw the previous bull market. We saw it all. We were deep in the DeFi space where many people didn't even bother to go. The groups that charge you thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, to give you crypto alpha, even they haven't gone as deep into DeFi the way we have, and that's why we know about things that other people, barely even talk about. And a lot of times, the things that we have called, people start calling that after months. It's just that we never, a lot of times, we just kept it amongst our private people. But now we're growing this. We want our Patreon to succeed. We want this Patreon to succeed, because we're passionate about what we do. And it's like if you join this, you're kind of like, as we're investing, you're also investing along the way. As we're researching, you're finding out newer gems as well. You're benefiting, and it just costs one lunch in the month. That's the price of that. So, see, the results speak for themselves, guys. This article I posted just 3 days ago, that you would have just 2x your money right off the gate, okay? And propchain is an amazing project, but we also have a lot of great RWA gems. We also are going to be talking about a lot of DeFi projects, a lot of great gaming coins, a lot of different stuff, guys. Newer ecosystems coming out. What's that? The latest cutting edge stuff. That's all going to be in our Patreon. So, guys, I'm very happy. Congratulations to all who invested in propchain when we called it. Congratulations to all the private investors. Congratulations to those who took part in the IDO. I hope you guys made some mad profits. And of course, this is only the beginning for a project like propchain. Of course, when something pumps, there's a correction. But long term, you can be doing fractional investing with propchain, which I've written about in my Patreon, and in actual real estate. And you can be making your money on the blockchain with actual real estate. Now, there are other projects as well, and I would implore you to join our Patreon to see what those are. And with that said, guys. The drip ecosystem, the entire animal farm ecosystem, as you know, I'm very, very bullish on that. Once again, as I've said, if you guys want to farm, your money into the animal farm, you want to put your money in the farms. All you gotta do is you gotta go to the drip liberation. Add whatever BUSD you have, and it's automatically going to convert into the LP tokens. Then you stake it in the animal farm's drip BUSD pool. okay, and then you start earning dogs, and then once you are earning those dogs, you can go to the dog pound, stake those dogs, make those dogs work for you to earn the pigs, the governance token, which I've already told you guys I'm very bullish on in the long run. I do believe it's going to go to $100 plus, and that is conservative. I do think it's going to do much higher numbers, probably a 10x from here easily. Overall, a very, very, very good ecosystem. Like I've said, I'm going to repeat myself, as DeFi summer gets back in play. A lot of people are going to be looking to park their money, and I believe this is one of the best places to park your money. Again, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion from experience. And lots of drip updates coming. These kind of prices, yeah, there you go. A little bit of a retracement. This is a great time for you to buy, guys. Again, not financial advice, but that's what I would be doing personally. There's a buy pressure coming because of the announcement for the drip drop draw when it's coming out. 25th is the AMA once again, guys. Sorry, this is the propchain group. Let me just go back to the animal farm. There we are. And so 25th May, right? And 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, that's when the drip AMA is, and you'll find out all the information, guys. So, once again, this is me, the DeFi enthusiast, signing out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye.